Everyone, not a gamer here. I'm here to play a game, but I'm not saying I'm here to play it well. And in addition to me playing this game, I'm also going to be talking about one of my favorite TV shows, or one of my favorite cartoon shows, and then another show that I like, but I'm not going to call it my favorite. And I'm just going to kind of talk about it while I play this game, so that there's something on the screen, because I don't like my face, so I'm not just going to record myself. And this is also unscripted, so I don't have anything in front of me with anything to say, so this is just going to be my raw opinion, so it's probably going to sound very unrehearsed and probably full of holes and errors as I say it, which I don't know if you can really have that if it's just my opinion, but I might not explain it as well as I would want to if I had actually written something down, but I didn't want to. So I'm gonna go the lazy way and do it like this. So the two shows that I'm gonna talk about is, oh, look at that, I've achieved yeah, I suck. The two shows that I'm going to talk about are Gravity Falls and Steven Universe, and everyone knows by now, if you know two things about Gravity Falls, that it has been over for quite some time, but the fandom still exists because there is still so much more that Alex Hirsch can do with Gravity Falls. There's still the possibility of things happening with it, like a comic book series is probably the most likely to happen, maybe a book series. I mean, we already got Journal number 3. There's so much more that could still happen with this franchise or with this show. And then the other show that I'm going to be talking about is Steven Universe, which is a good show, but I just cannot get into the fandom of it or into the lore of it or into the story of it as much as I did Gravity Falls, and I'm really still doing with Gravity Falls, because I have Journal number 3 and I'm picking apart that thing like nobody's business, except I loaned the book to a friend and I haven't given it back yet, and I'm dying inside a little bit, but I'll live. I should actually get it back tomorrow. But anyway, there's something, I don't know if it's storytelling or what is different about the two, but they're both really good shows, and I know people are probably already yelling at me about the differences between the two shows, but I feel like there's actually something better about the storytelling in Gravity Falls than there is in Steven Universe. I don't want to say Gravity Falls is superior, but in my opinion, I think it's better in the way that it was written and the story plays out. I'm really impressed with Alex Hirsch, how he decided that he wanted it to be, you know, finite. He did not want it to go on forever just because it was making Disney money. I mean, it could probably still make Disney money if they would make more darn merchandise. I mean, where are all the things? And, you know, there's the Journal now, and when they realize, oh, this is selling, maybe they'll finally make more stuff instead of like a sock and Hot Topic. But anyway, and there's all this Steven Universe stuff. Steven Universe stuff is everywhere, and I personally think Gravity Falls is so much better than Steven Universe, but Steven Universe gets all the stuff. You walk into Hot Topic, Steven Universe, and I have to like dig through like 20 shirts to find like one Gravity Falls shirt, and it's Bewarb. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so I do think that Gravity Falls does a better job of storytelling than Steven Universe, even though Steven Universe does a good job. Here are a few problems I have with Steven Universe. Or let me start with the good things. The good things with Steven Universe: very compelling story. You're learning things along with Steven. It's got some mystery behind it. You want to find out what's going on. You want to know more about Rose Quartz. You want to know more about the Gems past, the whole world, and all this awesome stuff that's going on. I'm going to try and keep this thing relatively spoiler-free, but I apologize if I slip something. I'm definitely going to slip something about Gravity Falls, so I'll put spoiler warning up here for things about Gravity Falls. But what was I saying? Yeah, Steven Universe does a lot of things right, does a lot of things good. I think they have good characters. I think it has relatively good story flow. There's some things about it that I was kind of disappointed in, such as, well, I guess this is going to have some spoilers for Steven Universe, such as the cluster. It was built up so much. Like, this is going to be catastrophic, this is going to be terrible, the cluster is going to, like, destroy everything, and then they... what did they do? Did they play the baseball game before or after they fixed the cluster? I don't remember. But the one thing about Gravity Falls is that it's incredibly rewatchable, and I could rewatch it like a million times over. With Steven Universe, I watch an episode, I go, that was good, and then I just kind of walk away from it. And so that's another thing I have about Steven Universe to add to my opinion. And Steven Universe started out being really good with emotion, and then it got too good, and then it seemed to get kind of sappy, which means a character cries almost every other episode now. Even in episodes, I guess that are supposed to be like fun episodes, I'm doing air quotes, but then somebody cries and all of a sudden it's all serious. They're really good at writing songs, but they're overdoing it so much with songs, which the episodes are only 11 minutes long, and a song is a good way to tell a bigger story in a smaller amount of time. So, I mean, I can understand why songs would work in that aspect, but they just seem a little overused. Like the episode where Greg tells the story to Steven about how he got his job at the Wash. Did he really need a song to say it? And that song didn't even flow. I don't remember a word of that song, but I know it was a song. And I mean, I know the next episode, in the episode Mr. Greg with the "It's Over, Isn't It?" that was a good song. I liked it. But at the same time, the entire episode was just songs. And maybe that floats other people's boats, but after a while it just kind of makes mine sink, and I kind of go, I don't care anymore. Oh, there's a great song. You can only have so many songs until someone says, okay, that one's not that great. That one was unneeded. Why was there a song there? I mean, I'm going to take like a few steps back, and I used to love Phineas and Ferb, and I used to love all the songs in Phineas and Ferb until I realized these songs aren't that great anymore. And I'm not really paying attention to my game, and this guy's probably going to get mad at me. So anyway, that's my rant about the songs. Another rant I have about Steven Universe, I touched on just a little bit ago, is all the crying. All the emotion and whatnot. I think when you have a story as big as you're telling, you need to space out the emotion just a little bit more than what Steven Universe is doing, because when you have a character crying every episode, if there's a character crying, you're not gonna feel the feels like you need to feel the feels for the character. Like, if Amethyst is crying, I'm like, Amethyst is crying, it's because she has low self-esteem and she was being a jerk, and then someone was a jerk to her and she got her feelings hurt, so she's gonna cry now. And I don't care anymore. Or when Pearl cries, it's just like, oh, Pearl is crying, it's because she's the one that overreacts and is over-emotional. I mean, has Garnet cried? Yeah, Garnet cried. I mean, it's a big deal when Garnet cries, because Garnet doesn't ever really cry. When she cried in that one episode with the weird conglomeration of gems in their limbs and stuff, and her glasses fell off and a tear rolled down her face, there was some feels in that moment, because you knew she was really feeling something, because she doesn't ever cry. But when Amethyst, or when Pearl cries, or even now when Steven cries, it doesn't mean anything, and it's just irritating. Okay, and I kind of went on a big rant about, and I can't do anything, and this guy's probably mad at me because I'm not really playing the game. I'm sorry, Bradford. That's that guy's name. Anyway, now I'm gonna go back with Gravity Falls. I think Gravity Falls does a really good job with emotion. I think it does a really good job with storytelling. I can only think of a handful of times when somebody cries and it really hits. You feel for the character. I mean, like when I don't even know if Dipper cried whenever he thought Wendy died, but he was definitely hurt there. And I was like, I think it's the shapeshifter, but it was even so, it still gets you. Or good gravy. I'm going to take a break. Hang on, where's the thing? I'm going to stop this recording real quick so I can pay attention to my game so this guy doesn't get mad at me. And I'm going to gather my thoughts about what I'm actually going to say so I don't just ramble. Well, I have been rambling this entire time, but little less rambly. So I'll be back in like 2 seconds. That's the wrong button. Hey, I'm back, and congratulations, you can see my face. If you've been listening to this at all, you've kind of like heard me do that a few times because I have a stuffy nose, so I apologize if you have to listen to that and it like just makes your skin crawl because I know some people hate that, so I apologize. There I go again. Getting back to what I was talking about before, which was Gravity Falls and Steven Universe. I already went on a pretty big rant about Steven Universe, so I'll go ahead and put that over to the side. What the heck? I thought I fixed my camera. Why is it doing that? Anyway, just forget that. That don't matter. I already went on a pretty big rant about Steven Universe. Here are the reasons why I think Gravity Falls is actually a lot better than Steven Universe. Even though Steven Universe is still going, I still find Gravity Falls kind of like a superior cartoon. Not that it doesn't have its problems, because, I mean, everybody knows Mabel was stupid and didn't learn anything, and I was kind of irritated, too, about that when I was watching. I was like, that was dumb. That was like the worst episode for Weirdmageddon, and it seems so pointless. And anyway, but as far as emotion goes, I think Gravity Falls actually did a pretty good job of having it important, but not like completely saturating the entire freaking. What's the freaking word? Season? No, it's not season. It's the entire freaking show with it, like Steven Universe does. And don't hate me, please, because I am a girl. So, but I think Steven Universe is filled with so much freaking emotion is because I can't say this without people getting mad at me, but you know where I'm going with this. There are a lot of female characters in Steven Universe, and okay, tell me they're genderless. They're female. Okay, that's what they are. There are let me think, 2, 3, 1. There's a few consistent male characters, and it just seems to become, there's way too much estrogen, I guess you could say, in Steven Universe, and it just makes it really irritating to watch for me. And please don't hate me, because I still like the show. It bugs me because, man, I could just keep ranting about Steven Universe, but I keep trying to go back to Gravity Falls and try and like say some good things about that, but then I just keep flipping the script back to Steven Universe and how it just makes me mad sometimes. Not mad, but irritates me. So, Gravity Falls. There's only a few times people cry. Mabel cried whenever she's all like, I don't even know if you're my uncle, and I cried too. That was a big deal, because since then, Mabel hadn't cried since then. Yeah, she was sad with freaking waddles and banging her head on a totem pole, but I just think she was being just stupid then. I don't know. I thought it was the lengths she would go through to guilt trip her brother. That's just wrong. Anyway, but the first time like she actually cried was when with the portal, and she was all like, I don't even know if you're my uncle, and she didn't want to hit the button and all this, and you really felt the conflict between Mabel and Dipper and whether or not they should hit the button or not hit the button, trust Stan or not trust Stan. The conflict was there, and the crying was there to emphasize it. If you use crying too much to emphasize something, it no longer creates emphasis, and it's just annoying. That's, again, going back to Steven Universe and just complaining about it. And the other time that cries is when they say goodbye. They say goodbye. They have to cry. Of course, they're leaving. They gotta go home. They're crying. I had a brain fart. Also, yeah, I think I'm done with this for now because I can't think of anything else to say except for a few other things about Steven Universe that I've already said like 10 times. Next time I make a video like this, I'm actually going to write something down because this seems to have been a slight failure. I like some of the things I said though, so I'll probably still put this up on YouTube. I'll try and edit out things that are stupid or don't make any sense or just me being dumb, which is this entire thing. And I'm looking at my computer screen instead of the camera. So that's another reason why I don't like recording my face, because I'm not used to it. But, so I'm going to end this here. Bye. I hope I entertained you. If I didn't, I'm sorry I wasted your time and the minutes of your life that you'll never get back and put you like, I don't know, probably 15, 20 minutes closer to death, so I apologize. But hopefully you did enjoy me rambling and maybe heard something new. Probably not, because my opinion is stupid and generic. So that's the end of this. Bye.